Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great, wonderful day. Well, it seems that we have another incident of the teachers. It seems that assaulting teachers has become on the rise now, and it doesn't seem to be stopping. And a lot of these schools are at fault for this. And it seems that this old man was assaulted by this unknown individual. The actual race or the color of the student is not really being disclosed, so we could possibly all think on who it could possibly be because the media doesn't want to talk about it. And we all know if the media doesn't want to talk about a specific individual for assault, there's only one leading to one other thing. We don't know, it's up in the air, but we can make assumptions. Regardless of the race of the individual, what this person did is quite horrible and honestly should be arrested, but he wasn't arrested. Yeah, you heard that right. He wasn't arrested for assaulting somebody. So, without further ado, here is the clip of the man, talking about him being assaulted.
Who says he was assaulted by a student earlier this month. He's sharing his story now because he says the student was never arrested. ITMate's Cody Fisher sat down with the teacher who tells his side of the story.
Before Rob Gooding was taken by ambulance from Perry Meridian High School to the hospital, he told school police he wanted to press charges. Nearly a month later, the student still hasn't been charged. Anything like this ever happened?
No.
Rob Gooding started substitute teaching after he retired. He was in the middle of teaching a business class at Perry Meridian High School when a student attacked him.
I saw him come up and he says, "I've had it." And he came down and I blocked the cologne book. That's where that hole went. And it shoved me down like this. And then all of a sudden, he hovered over me and with his left hand whammed me.
The assault left him with a severe black eye.
So yeah, as you can see that the person seemed a little unhinged, had a bit of a problem, anger issue. Again, we don't know the race of the individual, but it seems that this man was attacked, and you can see that he's not looking in too great of a shape. Now, as the story unfolds here, you'll end up finding out that we see that the school hasn't really done anything. It's been a whole month. And I'm pretty sure that the teachers, or him in particular, and even students would know of this individual, and for some other reason they won't do anything about it. It's really weird, honestly. And it's honestly more weird on how we haven't at least had a look at the individual, but I digress. So without further ado, here is more of the story and how the school, addresses the situation.
Man-child, he was 6'2", 280 pounds.
When paramedics arrived, Gooding said a district police officer was by his side. Immediately you said, "I want to press charges."
Yes. He said to me, "We have been instructed by the higher-ups, which is the district, not to handcuff or arrest the kid." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Yes, that came from the higher-ups."
In a statement, Perry Township Schools said, "We are disturbed by the allegations involving a Kelly Services employee and student at Perry Meridian High School. Perry Police responded to the incident quickly. A police report was forwarded to the Marion County Prosecutor's Office. Prosecutors will then make a criminal charge decision. Due to confidentiality reasons, Perry Township Schools cannot comment on disciplinary action it takes against its students. We can say, however, the district has zero tolerance for violence."
Yeah, you heard that correctly. The school will refuse to arrest the said person that attacked one of their staff. So, let this be known, teachers of this school. If a student assaults you, shoots you, or whatever, you won't be able to get charged because you won't get justice because they won't arrest the child for assault or attempted murder. Because, obviously, this is what you do in a normal society. And then what makes me even more mad is that the school says that, we have a zero tolerance for violence. You say that as you allow a student to assault one of your staff members and don't arrest him. That is a lie. You just flat out lied. You said you don't have a tolerance for violence. Well, if that was the case, the first thing the school would do is, at the very least, you don't have to show the student, obviously, because he may be underage or what have you. You don't have to do any of that. But the least you could do is, arrest the person that assaulted one of your staff members. It is insane to me on what we are dealing with these schools as of recent. These schools are useless. They are terrible. They are pro-violence. They are pro-injury. And you have no protections either as a student or as a teacher. Because obviously you go assault people nowadays, and that's just the end result of it. You can just go assault people and have your great all in fun. And that's it's hilarious. They immediately lie too. We are the church with zero tolerance for violence. Right, zero tolerance for violence. By the way, we don't arrest people. Yeah, that's fantastic. We have schools even lying out right in your face about what they do, and it's incredible, really. What an amazing school, eh?
They have not discussed anything about him being arrested or anything.
And you still want to press charges?
Oh, yeah. And I haven't heard a thing. If I was out there on Meridian and he did that to me, where would he be? He has to be accountable for his actions. And that's what I feel.
I reached out to the Marion County Prosecutor's Office about this case. A spokesman said he would look into it, but I haven't gotten further details yet.
So there we have it. We have a teacher that was assaulted, and they're doing absolutely nothing about it. And the police haven't really done much of anything either. So let's just say that this kid is most likely still wandering around the school. They didn't say that this kid was suspended or expelled, by the way. So the kid is still wandering the school, most likely, doing whatever he wants. And the teacher, or the substitute teacher in this, which I'm going to assume he's no longer working there because of the school not wanting to take accountability for their students' actions. It seems that he is wandering the school almost. Because, again, they didn't say anything about expelling or suspending the student. It's amazing to me because, any normal society, we would have the kid expelled, and also arrested, but not in today's society. No. We have to do something. And of course, this story gets a little bit more crazy, or rather, not necessarily more crazy, but we have a bit more stuff to kind of say. Because what we have here is that it wasn't just, hitting with a Chromebook and stuff like that. And then they said, but the student then shoved the elderly instructor to the floor in front of the shocked students and rained punches on his head. So it wasn't just, it wasn't just him being, hit him with a Chromebook and getting a severely bad black eye, but it was also due to the fact of him getting punched multiple times in the face. This is a very dangerous kid here because he's looking to assault kids, assault anybody, and get away with it. And now, we have, again, this has been an ongoing thing with our current schools. We have attacks on teachers by the students have become increasingly common with and sometimes lethal consequences. A beloved Texas teacher's aide, died this month after he was pushed to the ground and struck his head. Freddie Jimenez, 73, was buried this past Sunday after serving a San Antonio high school for more than a decade. His shattered wife of 25 years, Margot Jimenez, I apologize if I am pronouncing that wrong, told the Post that the school administrators downplayed the incident to her, never relaying that he had been pushed. In another recent case, a 15-year-old high school student allegedly punched a teacher in the head after hitting a vape, leaving her with a severe brain injury and that required the removal of her skull cap. Yeah, so, It seems that these schools are doing a very terrible job of maintaining their children. Probably because they have these policies where they won't allow the children to be arrested. It's really quite interesting on where our society is heading, right? Where we have students that are actively hurting other students. Now, I've been in school and I have seen a little bit of fights and stuff like that, and the kids will get suspended or what have you, and not necessarily expelled, but suspended, and rightfully so. I've also been to where there was a school that had 5 to 7 fights one day, and let me tell you, that was an interesting day, but a lot of those kids got suspended for those fights at the very least. And this was not like anything pertaining to, the kids severely beating things, right? Or beating the kids or whatever. So, that being said, these are just common things that are happening even as of last year, and it's ongoing. And these schools are not safe for kids anymore, guys. It's just not safe. Homeschool your children and make sure that you watch out, because this is insanity, the way that this is going on in these schools, and I can't tell you anymore to just not go to them. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, 'cause it's algorithmic disease, the social media.